Good morning, Sophisticates. What are we going to do today? Oh yes, we're going to cover the northeast Thailand Isan obsession with eating. How can I explain this? Us European guys and gals, we socialise almost as much as the Thai people, but not in the same way. They're an incredibly close-knit social family group, that you don't often find with us, at least not in my personal case. When we socialise, we tend to use alcohol as the social bond. For instance, if a friend calls round your house, you say, "Oh, hello Bert, sit down, I'll get a bottle of beer out and we'll have a chat," or we'll go down the pub and have a chat. You go out and meet your friends. Well, Isan people aren't like that because there are no pubs. Alcohol is very expensive and they don't have a lot of money. Their social bond is food, and they seem to be obsessed with it. They are either eating or thinking about eating. And for someone like me that, believe it or not, doesn't eat a lot, it can be quite a dreadful experience, like every time someone shows up at the house, the mat will go down on the floor and the food will come out, and they'll sit around for an hour or so, talk and eat. Interspersed with that is their regular eating times, which is at least 3 times a day. So by and large, they're eating about 4 or 5 times a day. And the strange thing is, it's always the same meal. Always. Anyway, you'll get the flavour of it from these videos, I hope. You're eating! It's a big surprise. Oh, Isan food. Isan food. Very nice. So this is the result of an hour's shopping. There's a lot of shit there. Trouble is, none of it I like, but I guess that's my problem. I'm on the Isan diet. I will explain that to you later at some other point. So, straight from the fish pond to the barbecue to the plate, all in about half an hour. So it don't get much quicker than that, does it? Here is your typical Isan meal, which it's not actually typical. There's barbecue stuff in there. It doesn't normally happen, but anyway, here we are, a little story to tell. So we're here, we can see another meal in progress, one of the many. This is the one thing that Isan people are good at, is sitting around doing nothing. They're world champions at it. Amongst the fare here that we can recognise, in there will be sticky rice. If you eat that all your life, you will get diabetes and die. In the bowls there, I can see he's just dipping into ant larvae, and in the one, can you see my finger? That's ant larvae in there. That one is dead insects in there. Namkin. I know, baby ant. And some, raw vegetables. Maybe a little bit of soup in there. All in all, it's not the sort of thing that Europeans like to eat. But they don't like my food either. So that's the really weird thing about it. And the funny thing is, I was sitting out here the other day, sitting out yet another meal, when Lut's papa came up to me. He was obviously concerned that I wasn't eating anything, so he bought me a bowl of dead flies. And he just, could not understand. He just could not understand why. This would disgust me, being a European. It's weird. Isan people have only got a very limited sense of thought. They're very single dimension. They can only think in one dimension, really. If I was being generous, I'd say two. But they're okay on the XY plane, but they have very little AB, and whatever the third dimension is going around here, I've forgotten that one due to lack of use of AutoCAD. But they just cannot think outside the box. To them, everything is just straight down the line. And I'll give you another demonstration of that shortly. I've got this before, but as an example of one-dimensional thinking is this collective Alzheimer's disease they have as far as food is concerned. Every time, about at least three, maybe 4 times a day, they sit down and eat exactly the same meal. And it is yum, 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 my favourite. I can't remember the last time I had this. We should really have this more often. It's really very, very strange. Very, very strange. Quite spooky in a way. Completely alien. So there we have it. Pretty damning indictment on Isan food and Isan people. It sounds a lot worse than I really mean it to, because the people themselves are actually very, very nice. They're very caring, they're very hospitable, and they live in this incredibly tight family unit that, in my world I'm not party to. Maybe you are, if you're lucky. I've not been, not since I was a small child, and so it takes quite a lot of getting used to, really. The benefits are there if you can force your way through it, But the thing is, as I stated in that video, they don't seem to be able to think outside the box. They're just one-dimensional right down the line. They have a lot of trouble with this axis, and the three-dimensional axis. I can't really draw it here with the three-dimensional axis. Well, that's completely gone. They can't think outside the box. Lut's poor father, who was concerned that I was not eating, he came up to me with a bowl of dead flies, and he was most surprised when I said, I'm sorry, I don't really like those too much. And this is kind of their mindset, if you like. It's a big challenge. It's a big challenge, but I only have to face that challenge when I go to Isan, because here, making this video, I'm down on the island of Phuket, and there are loads of Isan people here, but I'm surrounded by other whiteys like me, and if I choose to, I can go and eat with them and whatever. In fact, I don't choose to. There is a world-class delicatessen in Central Festival just down the road there, where I can buy food from all over the world and beers and wine from all over the world. I just go there and buy it and bring it home and eat it. I don't need to worry about anything when I'm here. But anyway, that's just a little insight.